Season 2, Chapter 3. Theodore Roosevelt, When Power Becomes Too Powerful. At the beginning of the 20th century, America was becoming more powerful than ever. Factories were growing. Railroads stretched across the country. Corporations were becoming enormous. And with that growth came a new question. What happens when power becomes so concentrated that ordinary citizens struggle to control it? Theodore Roosevelt believed America had to confront that question. Roosevelt became president during an era when enormous corporations and industrial combinations, often called trusts, could exercise tremendous economic influence. Roosevelt did not believe that every large business was automatically bad. He understood that corporations could create wealth, jobs, and economic growth. But he believed there was a line that could be crossed. When economic power became concentrated, it could become political power. Roosevelt believed the government had a responsibility to make sure powerful corporations obeyed the law. He supported greater government oversight of interstate corporations and stronger enforcement against abuses. But his goal was not simply to destroy big business. He wanted the government to make sure that economic power did not become power without accountability. In 1910, Roosevelt went even further. In his famous New Nationalism speech, he argued that citizens needed effective control over the mighty commercial forces they had created. His principle was striking. Property should be the servant, not the master, of the Commonwealth. Roosevelt believed the purpose of government was not simply to protect wealth. It also had to consider the welfare of the people. He argued that government should protect property while also protecting human welfare. And he believed that when enormous economic power threatened the public interest, government had a legitimate role in regulating that power. For Roosevelt, the question wasn't government or business. The question was, how can both operate under the law while serving the public good? Roosevelt understood something that goes beyond his own era. Power doesn't only exist in government. It can exist in corporations, in wealth, in institutions, and in organizations powerful enough to influence the lives of millions. A free society, therefore, faces a difficult question. Who watches the powerful? And how can a government protect ordinary citizens without becoming too powerful itself? Theodore Roosevelt believed that a strong nation required more than economic growth. It required justice, accountability, and a government capable of protecting the public interest. His ideas remain part of a much larger American debate about liberty and power. How much power should government have? How much power should private interests have? And who makes sure that neither becomes powerful enough to dominate the people? Those questions did not begin with Theodore Roosevelt, and they certainly did not end with him. So before there was America, there were questions. Before there was a constitution, there were ideas. And one of the oldest questions remains: what is government for? This is where our journey begins. Before there was America. History doesn't just tell us where we've been. It helps us understand where we're going. If you enjoyed this insight, please like, subscribe, and follow Eternal Insights for more timeless wisdom from history's greatest minds. Until next time, keep learning from the past to build a better future.